In a school day when your body knows you are overwhelmed before your mind has time to catch up, your shoulders rise, your breathing shortens, your voice tightens, and you can feel yourself slipping into a version of you that you don't want to bring into the classroom. For many educators, this moment happens far too often, and it's not because you're not skilled, committed, or capable, it's because you're human. The nervous system responds to pressure immediately, and if we don't interrupt that response, it takes over and determines the way we lead, teach, and communicate. That's where Move with Intention comes in. It is one of the simplest and most underestimated parts of the C.A.L.M.M. advantage, and it gives you back control in environments that often feel like they're pulling you in 100 directions. Move with intention is not exercise. It's not stepping out for a 5-minute break. It's not physical education or long stretches. It's the science of interrupting a stress spiral with a single, deliberate movement that tells your nervous system, I'm back in control. When you make one purposeful shift in your physical posture, your sensory input, or your environment, your brain's stress response begins to deactivate. Research shows that intentional micro movement softens the amygdala, stabilizes the heart rate, and reopens access to the part of your brain responsible for judgment, timing, and communication. In other words, movement doesn't just help you feel better, it gives you back your leadership. Imagine a teacher in the middle of a chaotic transition. Students are talking loudly, materials are shifting, and the noise is rising. The teacher can feel themselves losing patience, but instead of snapping or raising their voice, they take one step backward, plant both feet evenly, and roll their shoulders down. That single shift pulls them out of emotional reactivity and back into intentional leadership. Or picture a counselor who has had back-to-back sessions all morning. Before walking into the next meeting, she steps outside her office door, lifts her chest, and resets her posture. It takes 10 seconds, but her internal state changes enough to give her clarity again. The same is true for principals. Consider a school leader heading into a difficult conversation with a staff member who is already emotionally charged. Instead of going straight in, the principal walks down the hallway slowly, feeling each footstep intentionally, just to get back into their body. That micro movement interrupts the sense of urgency long enough to restore regulation. It's not dramatic. It's not a big performance. It's a 10-second reset that helps them step into the room from a grounded place instead of a reactive one. Move with intention works because stress creates a loop. Your body tenses, your mind interprets the tension as danger, your body tenses even more, and your system spirals. Movement breaks that loop. By shifting your stance, stepping to the side, stretching your hands gently, unclenching your jaw, placing your hand on your heart, or simply changing where you are standing in the room, you communicate to your brain that you are not stuck and you are not powerless. And when you do that, your emotional tone softens, your voice resets, and your clarity returns. The beauty of Move with Intention is that it works in real environments where teachers do not have the luxury of leaving the room. A teacher standing in front of students can simply place one hand on a desk, inhale slowly, soften their shoulders, and continue. A paraeducator supporting a student with behavioral needs can take one deliberate step to the side before responding. A school secretary who is juggling back-to-back interruptions can straighten their spine and relax their jaw before answering the next phone call. These small shifts are big leadership tools. Here is the practical application for today. Choose one place in your school where your stress usually spikes. It might be during morning transitions, inside the classroom, at your desk, in the hallway, or in your car right before you walk into the building. The next time you feel your stress rising, pause and make one deliberate movement. Roll your shoulders down, straighten your posture, place your feet firmly on the ground, or take one slow step away from the stress point. Notice what happens in your body immediately. Your breath deepens, your shoulders drop, and your mind becomes clearer. That is your nervous system responding to intentional leadership. If this masterclass is supporting you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with another educator or school leader who may be overwhelmed during this season. Your engagement helps this message reach more people who need simple, research-backed emotional regulation tools that actually work in real classrooms, real offices, and real moments of pressure. As you grow in your leadership and wellness, remember this: your movement matters. Your body tells a story before your voice ever opens its mouth. When you move with intention, you guide your nervous system back into safety, and that safety becomes the foundation of your clarity, your patience, and your presence. You deserve to feel steady. You deserve to feel clear. And your students and staff benefit every single time you return to yourself. If you found value in this micro practice, please like and subscribe. And if you're responsible for staff wellness or teacher support, I'd love to talk with you about how the C.A.L.M. Advantage can equip your educators with practical tools to stay emotionally steady throughout the day. I offer short workshops, professional development sessions, and school-wide micro practice trainings. Use the link in the description to connect with me directly.